Most modern cars are engineered with a very specific business model in mind, and it has nothing to do with your long-term satisfaction. The profit is not in selling you the vehicle. The profit is in keeping you tethered to the dealership service department for the next decade, because that is where the real money flows. Engineers work under pressure to hit price targets, and cost-cutting decisions that look invisible at the showroom often reveal themselves 3 or 4 years later as a cascade of expensive, frustrating repairs. But quietly, almost invisibly, a small group of SUVs exists that simply refuses to play along with that model. These are vehicles that mechanics talk about differently, not because they are flashy or revolutionary, but because they almost never walk through the service bay door for anything serious. Some technicians privately admit that certain SUVs on this list barely contribute to their shop's revenue, and that is the highest possible compliment you can give a vehicle designed for long-term ownership. One of the SUVs you are about to hear described has owners crossing 300,000 miles with almost no catastrophic failures, just routine maintenance done on schedule. And here is the part that will genuinely frustrate some of you. Several of these vehicles get overlooked specifically because they are too boring, too predictable, too unglamorous to generate excitement in the media or the comments section. Meanwhile, luxury SUVs with massaging seats and panoramic glass roofs are quietly sitting in service bays with 5-figure repair estimates sitting on the counter. If you still believe that newer automatically means better, or that a higher price tag is a reliable signal of long-term dependability, then what comes next is going to upset your assumptions in a very specific way. Before we get into the vehicles themselves, it is important to be transparent about what this ranking is not. This is not a list of the fastest SUVs. It is not a celebration of the most luxurious interiors, the most aggressive styling, or the most algorithmically hyped models on YouTube. This list was built from long-term ownership data, patterns from mechanic feedback gathered across independent repair shops, reliability history tracked over multiple model generations, low repair frequency compared to segment averages, naturally durable engine and transmission combinations, and real-world tolerance for the kind of abuse most owners quietly subject their vehicles to without realizing it. One SUV on this list has developed a reputation for surviving the kind of maintenance neglect that would leave a turbocharged German crossover stranded on the shoulder of a highway with a bill that rivals a semester of college tuition. Another model became so quiet in the cultural conversation around cars that buyers practically forgot it existed, not because it was bad, but because it never created breakdown stories, recall drama, or forum horror threads. The vehicles on this list were chosen because real owners consistently kept them for over a decade without catastrophic repair events, and that kind of track record does not happen by accident. It happens because of deliberate, unglamorous engineering choices that prioritize durability over trend chasing. Let us get into it. The first vehicle on this list is the kind of SUV that people walk past at the dealership without stopping because nothing about it is trying to grab your attention. And that restraint turns out to be one of its most valuable qualities. The Honda HR-V does not have a turbocharged engine with a complicated intercooling system that ages poorly. It does not have a dual-clutch transmission that learns to shudder uncomfortably after 60,000 miles. What it has is a philosophy of engineering that prioritizes predictable, simple mechanical behavior over performance numbers that photograph well on a spec sheet. The naturally aspirated 1.8-liter engine found in earlier generations of this model is the kind of powertrain that mechanics describe as nearly self-sustaining. It wants oil changes, it wants fresh coolant on schedule, and in return it delivers years of uneventful operation that never generates an emergency. Owners on long-term forums consistently report that routine maintenance is essentially the entire story of their ownership experience, which sounds boring until you calculate what competitors were spending on unexpected repairs during the same period. The continuously variable transmission used in this vehicle has a reputation that divides enthusiasts. But from a pure reliability standpoint, Honda's implementation has proven more durable than the CVT choices made by several competitors in the same segment. Maintenance costs stay predictably low because the failure modes are well understood, parts are inexpensive, and independent mechanics have no difficulty working on any component of the vehicle. Compare that to the turbocharged rivals that look dramatically more exciting on a test drive, but begin generating boost-related or cooling system issues within the first 100,000 miles, and the HR-V starts looking like a genuinely intelligent long-term purchase. The next SUV on this list takes that philosophy of mechanical conservatism even further. And repair shops genuinely struggle to find reasons to bill its owners for anything beyond oil and brake pads. If the first vehicle is underappreciated, the second one is something different entirely. It is the silent survivor of an entire generation of SUV buyers. The Toyota RAV4 keeps showing up on high-mileage owner forums with a consistency that is almost mathematically predictable. And what makes those threads remarkable is not just the mileage numbers, but the detail that the original engine and transmission are still functioning properly, without rebuild, without replacement. without the kind of dramatic intervention that dominates competitor ownership stories. Toyota's conservative engineering decisions show up everywhere in this vehicle. The engine tuning prioritizes long-term cylinder wall health over peak horsepower. The transmission is calibrated to avoid the high-stress shift patterns that accelerate wear in performance-tuned alternatives. And the electronics are kept deliberately simple in areas where complexity most often leads to expensive, frustrating failures. What makes the RAV4 reliability story emotionally compelling is the number of owners who openly describe planning to replace it years earlier, and then simply never finding a compelling reason to follow through. The vehicle kept running. The repair bills never materialized. The expected catastrophic moment that would justify trading it in never arrived. That pattern, repeated consistently across hundreds of thousands of owners over multiple generations, is not coincidence and it is not luck. It is the product of engineering decisions that favor durability over novelty. The RAV4 also resists expensive electronic failures with a stubbornness that frustrates technicians who are used to modern crossovers generating diagnostic codes for software-controlled systems that cost thousands to repair. The next vehicle on this list developed a reputation that goes even further, specifically because owners stopped needing major repairs for absurdly long stretches of time, creating a particular kind of frustration for dealerships that depend on that recurring service revenue. The third SUV is one that mechanics talk about differently when the cameras are off and the conversation turns personal. When a technician at an independent shop tells a family member who needs a dependable vehicle to look seriously at the Subaru Forester, that recommendation carries a specific kind of weight that no marketing budget can manufacture. Long-term reliability ratings from sources like Consumer Reports have consistently positioned this vehicle among the leaders in its class, and its resale value remains unusually strong specifically because second and third owners trust the platform in a way they do not trust equally priced competitors. The Forester handles neglect with a resilience that surprises owners who are not particularly diligent about maintenance intervals. Not because neglect is advisable, but because the engineering tolerances are built to accommodate real-world human behavior rather than ideal laboratory conditions. Common failure modes that plague competitors in this segment, things like transmission shudder before 80,000 miles, cooling system failures triggered by design compromises, or expensive electronic gremlins rooted in overcomplicated software systems, are largely absent from the Forester ownership conversation. There is an honest trade-off worth acknowledging here. The interior technology lags behind some rivals, and the performance character is more efficient appliance than driving enthusiast tool. But that trade-off is precisely the point. The buyers who overlook the Forester because the center console feels dated are the same buyers who end up financing emergency repairs on more exciting alternatives. The Subaru all-wheel drive system adds genuine cold weather and rough road capability without dramatically increasing mechanical complexity or failure risk. The next SUV on this list is even harder to kill, partly because so many of its owners treat maintenance schedules as loose suggestions rather than firm commitments, and the vehicle absorbs that treatment with remarkable composure. Stop for a second, because by this point in the video you have probably noticed a pattern forming. The most reliable SUVs in real-world ownership data tend to share one characteristic that has almost nothing to do with brand prestige or price. They are unglamorous. They do not chase trends in powertrain technology, they do not load their feature lists with complexity that creates failure points, and they do not try to impress you on a 15-minute test drive at the cost of your wallet 4 years later. Modern complexity is frequently the enemy of longevity, and that relationship becomes clearer the further you go on this list. The remaining vehicles we are about to cover become increasingly absurd in terms of durability, and one of them carries a reputation among mechanics that has genuinely become mythological. Technicians joke that this particular SUV could survive conditions that would destroy anything else on the road, as long as someone remembered to change the oil. The fourth entry earns the title of unkillable daily driver not because of marketing language, but because of the way real owners actually use it. Fleet operators, rural families, contractors running high annual mileage with limited access to dealership service, and parents who need something that will transport children reliably for a decade without negotiation. The Toyota Highlander has built its long-term reputation on exactly that kind of trust. Low yearly repair costs are not a temporary outcome for new examples of this vehicle. They persist across ownership decades because the engineering favors durability over the kind of feature innovation that creates expensive legacy problems. Fleet data consistently shows the Highlander accumulating high mileage with dramatically lower unscheduled repair frequency than competitors in the three-row family SUV category, and that pattern has made it a favorite for commercial applications that simply cannot afford breakdowns. The used market tells its own compelling story here. Highlander examples with extremely high mileage still sell for prices that surprise buyers expecting deep depreciation, because the anxiety that drives luxury SUV values off a cliff after the warranty expires simply does not apply the same way. A luxury badge with a complicated adaptive air suspension and a twin-turbocharged engine loses value aggressively because sophisticated second buyers understand what they are inheriting. A Highlander with a naturally aspirated V6 or the modern hybrid powertrain loses value at a fraction of that rate because trust does not expire. The next vehicle on this list is probably the most underestimated long-term reliability machine in this entire video, and some viewers are going to disagree strongly with its placement, because its reputation tends to get buried under complaints about interior design and outdated styling. The fifth vehicle almost accidentally built a cult following among long-term owners, and the reason is straightforward once you understand the mechanics of trust in automotive ownership. The Honda Pilot is not a vehicle that earns your emotional attachment on day one. It is not trying to. What it does instead is demonstrate, methodically and without drama, that it is not going to strand you. The drivetrain durability built into this platform comes from Honda's proven engine architecture, tuned specifically to avoid the high-stress operating conditions that accelerate wear in performance-focused alternatives. Over years of commuting, road trips, bad weather, overloaded cargo runs, and the kind of stop-and-go punishment that destroys CVTs in lesser vehicles, the Pilot absorbs it without generating the kind of mechanical drama that creates memorable horror stories. Owners who have put significant mileage on this vehicle describe an emotional relationship that is different from the one you develop with an exciting vehicle. It is not passion, it is something closer to deep professional respect. The way you feel about a tool that has never once failed you when you needed it most. That quiet loyalty shows up in ownership tenure data, where Pilot owners consistently keep their vehicles longer than segment averages. The contrast with modern over-engineered competitors is sharpest in the area of electronic system failures, where turbocharged crossovers loaded with active safety hardware generate repair bills that the Pilot almost never creates. The final two vehicles on this list are on a different level entirely when it comes to proven longevity, and one of them carries mileage stories that most automotive engineers would find quietly embarrassing. The sixth vehicle is one that mechanics encounter with unbelievably high mileage on the odometer, while still running with a smoothness that embarrasses much newer alternatives sharing the same service lane. The Lexus GX developed its near-mythical durability reputation the same way all legitimate legends develop, through thousands of individual owner experiences that accumulate into an undeniable pattern of longevity. The statistics on unscheduled repairs for this platform across high-mileage ownership periods are remarkably low. And the owner anecdotes that populate long-term forums describe a vehicle that treats serious mileage the way most cars treat the first 30,000 miles. Stories of minimal unscheduled repairs across six-figure mileage are not anomalies here. They are the expected narrative. The GX benefits from a body-on-frame architecture that distributes stress differently from unibody crossovers. Toyota's legendary reliability culture applied to a luxury application, and a powertrain philosophy that prioritized mechanical simplicity at a time when competitors were adding complexity specifically to justify higher price points. Some buyers avoid this vehicle because they consider it too common, too recognizable, too ubiquitous in certain markets. But that popularity is not a coincidence, and it is not the result of clever advertising. Popularity at this level of sustained demand is proof of trust, the kind that accumulates when enough owners share the same story of a vehicle that simply refuses to become a problem. The final SUV in this video is the one that mechanics, when speaking purely from professional experience rather than brand loyalty, would choose for themselves if the only criteria was maximum peace of mind across the next 15 years of ownership.